So in our household, there's the two of us, George and Shannon, and then we also have two very active boys. Jake, who is almost 10, and Graham, who's 5.
Jake is very adventurous. I would say Graham is a little bit more of an observer, but then usually within a couple hours he gets in the mix and can be very playful as well. We have a Bengal cat named Remy who is about to turn 3, and then we are about to get a second kitten to join the family. So we live in coastal Southern California in a house at the end of a cul-de-sac, and there's a lot of other families with young kids.
Yeah, it's definitely the type of neighborhood where kids are always knocking on our door, and our kids are always in and out of each other's backyards. We're often pool hopping. There's one at the top of our street that's a community hub. And additionally, our kids go to this really great school. It's an independent private school, and it's a little bit outside of our suburban neighborhood so that we get to see other parts of our town and broaden our horizons. We also love traveling, nothing too crazy, but we just live in an area of the US where there are so many great places to check out.
So we are very fortunate that Shannon's parents have a vacation house in the Sierra Mountains, and so we like to get up there as much as we can, and usually 3 or 4 times a year for about a week at a time.
And it's a place that I started going when I was a kid, so at this point it's multi-generational, and it's been really fun for my brother and I to bring our families there now, and look forward to sharing that with another child.
Shannon and I actually met doing triathlons together, so we always like to do athletic things together. Of course, once we had kids, it became more challenging in some ways, but on the other hand, as they're growing up, we now get to participate in activities with them. I think the one we probably do the most as a family is indoor rock climbing. Our oldest son, Jake, is on a rock climbing team. That's kind of become his sport, and so we've all started to rock climb as well.
Yeah, everyone rock climbs.
I think in general, almost every night we're around the house kind of all cooking dinner together as a family and then eating together as a family. So that's sort of a very common activity for us.
Yeah, we really value that. With both Jake and Graham, I was a stay-at-home mom until they went to school, and if we are able to adopt a child, my plan is to stay home until they go to school as well.
And I'm an internal medicine doctor. I've been in practice for about 10 years now. It can be busy and intense sometimes when I'm on, but I love that when I'm off, I get to spend concentrated time with the kids and the family.
After we had Jake, our first son, naturally we encountered secondary infertility trying to get pregnant, and were able to have Graham with the help of IVF, but it was just narrowly successful, and it really never left our mind or our hearts that adoption would have also been a real natural fit for us.
I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. This was about a year and a half ago. And, fortunately now I'm cancer-free. As I recovered from chemotherapy and got my strength back and my health back, I think we started to reflect on what do we really want going forward. And, I think the answer became clear for both of us that we want to expand our family more.
George is a really talented musician, and I love seeing him make music with the kids. I have a lot of fond memories of thinking of them sitting at the piano together in their pajamas playing. In addition to working a full-time job, George is also really present with the kids and spends a lot of time with them and really makes sacrifices to make that happen.
I have loved, and I will continue to love, just how sort of nurturing and selfless Shannon is with her kids. She's going to do the absolute best for our children as the first priority in life. And then Shannon's really good at maintaining relationships both within our neighborhood and then close friends from throughout life. Teaching our kids how important that is going through life to maintain your friendship. It's been nice to see Shannon help them out in that way. I think it would be amazing for Jake and Graham to have another sibling to share their life experiences with. And I think just adding one more to the mix just makes things so much richer.